Good morning. Today in this session we will see about date input parsing methods. Input parsing date. Here we use parse method which just convert our date to milliseconds. That is, if you have a valid date string, you can use date.parse method to convert to milliseconds. So date.parse returns the number of milliseconds between the date and January 1, 1970. So the base month taken as January and base date is taken as 1 and base year is taken as 1970. So from 1970 it will give the total number of milliseconds. So if you see the example for that, variable I have declared msec date.parse method we have used, where we have passed long date March 21, 2012 within double quotes, then closing parenthesis semicolon, and that we are printing. So if you take this example into account, what happens we will see with our simple program. So first we will write HTML script, then P what machine is from year Jan 1 1970 milliseconds start. So we have msec then date.parse method I am using. In this I am passing August 10, 2020. I'll use document.write method to display. Milliseconds from 1 Jan 1970. Just close script, close HTML, just save it date p1 dot html. I will let date pass dot html. Save. Go to the browser. Go to our location. Date arts.html. I haven't got any output. Maybe we have done some mistake. One mistake is here we haven't given /p. Here ending heading tag. Problem. We'll just keep this written body. Save. Go to browser. Yes. So from year Jan 1, 1970, the millisecond starts is what the message I have given in a paragraph tag that I got. Next, m seconds, that is milliseconds from 1st Jan 1970 is 1596997800000. So this many milliseconds. This is the count of milliseconds from 1970 to 2020. Whether it is correct or not to check, we'll just move to 1970. Here we'll just write January. One 1970. Just save. See, milliseconds from 1st Jan 1970 is minus 198. If you write Jan 2, that is 666 00000. So we can use the number of milliseconds to convert it to date object in sparse method. Now how to convert it to date object from milliseconds. We'll see. You see the example. We have taken a variable called msec. We have written date dot parse. In parse we have parsed month, date and year within double quotes and then closing parenthesis and a semicolon. Then we have declared another variable called d, which is equal to new date, and within parenthesis I am passing this msec. So if I am printing that, what I will get, we will just see. Just add some more to this. Variable d is equal to new date msec. Millisecond to string. Milliseconds I am printing, then I am printing this, converting it to string. Let us see what we will get the output. So when I have used date.parse, I got milliseconds. When I am getting that milliseconds, which I am keeping it in our date, when I am creating object to my date class or date object and passing that milliseconds, it is just changing from milliseconds to the string. So converting milliseconds to string is by using just a new operator and date object. So we got milliseconds, then we are getting the complete full date, that is I have given Jan 2 in the input. It is giving Jan 2 is a Friday 1970 and time is 00. GMT plus 0530 is Indian Standard Time. So converting milliseconds to string is done. This is converting milliseconds into string. That is, this date.parse is converting our this following date to millisecond, and when we are using this new date and I am passing this converted parsed date which is stored in msec as a parameter to the date, I am getting complete date. So this is parsing dates. How to parse date input. Next we will see different date methods. Now we will see different date methods. Date methods. Here is a list of the methods used with date and the description. So there are many date methods. We have two major methods: get methods and set methods in this date methods. So we will see one by one each description. Later on we will do the program using those date methods. So the first date method is date. So it returns today's date and time. Second method is get date. It returns the day of the month for the specified date according to local time. Get day. The third method, get day, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. Here if you observe here while seeing the method, here in the first method we are having only one word, so the first letter is capital. And then second method, if you see, there are two words, get and date. When there are two words, first word is small and second word, first letter is capital. And if it is three words like get full year, get is all small, full F capital, then Y year, Y capital. So these are the rules you have to check whether it is following or not. So it has followed the rules. So we are in the second method, get date. So what it will do, it returns the day of the month for the specified date according to local time. So get day means we will get the day of the month. Whatever month we are giving in the input, that particular day we will get. Third one is get day. Returns the day of the week. So either it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like this, whatever day of that particular week, you will get that particular day of the week for the specified date according to the local time. And fourth one is get full year. Returns the year of the specified date according to local time. Like 2020 we will get. So this second, third and fourth are get methods. Get methods. And the few remaining get methods are, you see fifth one, get hours. It returns the hour in the specified date according to local time. So in get hours you have to provide the complete day, date along with time. Then sixth, get milliseconds. Here you have to be careful while doing the program. Get milliseconds. Here milliseconds is not two words. Millisecond is one word. So that's why in millisecond M is only capital. As in the rules we have been talking that there are three methods. First one small, second first capital, third is first capital. Here get milliseconds, so three words. No, it's not like that. Millisecond is one word, so that's why M is capital, get G is small. So it returns the milliseconds in the specified date according to local time. Then get minutes. It returns the minutes in the specified date according to local time. Get month returns the month in the specified date according to local time. So for every get method you have to pass complete date, year, month, time with hours, seconds and hours, minutes and seconds. Get month returns the month in the specified date according to local time, and then get seconds returns the seconds in the specified date according to local time. Next, get time. It returns the numeric value of the specified date as the number of milliseconds since January 1, 1970, 00:00:00 UTC. Then remaining get methods. 11th, get time zone offset. The time zone is one word, offset is another word, total 3. So G get small, T capital and offset O capital. It returns the time zone offset in minutes for the current local. Get UTC date. It returns the day or date of the month in the specified date according to universal time. And get UTC day method. It returns the day of the week in the specified date according to universal time. 14. Get UTC full year. Returns the year in the specified date according to universal time. So the same way which we have seen previously, normal ISO means we'll just used to write get date, get day, get full year, get hours, get milliseconds, like this. When we are taking UTC time, so we have to, if you want to get UTC time, you have to write get UTC date, get UTC day and get UTC full year. Get UTC full year means return the year in the specified date according to universal time. Get UTC hours, return the hour in the specified date according to universal time. And get UTC milliseconds, returns the milliseconds in the specified date according to universal time. So these are the few methods using get. On next get UTC we have few more. Get UTC minutes. It returns the minutes in the specified date according to universal time. Then get UTC month. It returns the month in the specified date according to universal time. Get UTC seconds method returns the seconds, the specified date according to universal time. So these are the methods in UTC time. Then get year, deprecated returns the year and the specified date according to local time. So instead of get year, we can use get full year also. So this 20 methods are date get methods. Date get methods. Now we will see date set methods. What are the different set methods available? First one is set date. It sets the day of the month for a specified date according to local time. Next, set full year method sets the full year for a specified date according to local time. Next, set hours sets the hour for a specified date according to local time. Next, set milliseconds method. It sets the milliseconds for a specified date according to local time. Next, set minutes method. It sets the minutes for a specified date according to local time. Set month method. It sets the month for a specified date according to local time. Set seconds sets the seconds for a specified date according to local time. Set seconds method sets the seconds for a specified date according to local time. Next, set time method sets the date object to the time represented by a number of milliseconds since January 1st, 1970, 00:00:00 UTC. So this is normal set local time. According to local time, these are the methods. That is set date, set full year, set hour, set milliseconds, set minutes, set month, set seconds, set time. Now, if you go for UTC, what are the different methods? Different date set methods. So set UTC date method sets the day of the month for a specified date according to universal time. Set UTC full year method sets the full year for a specified date according to universal time. Next, set UTC hours method sets the hour for a specified date according to universal time. Then next, set UTC milliseconds method. It sets the milliseconds for a specified date according to universal time. Next method is set UTC minutes method. It sets the minutes for a specified date according to universal time. Next, set UTC month, which sets the month for a specified date according to universal time. Next, set UTC seconds. It sets the seconds for a specified date according to universal time. Then set year method, it is replicated, sets the year for the specified date according to local time. So we can use set full year instead of set year also. So for UTC the methods were set UTC date, set UTC full year, set UTC hour, third one. Fourth one, set UTC milliseconds method, set UTC minutes method, set UTC month method, set UTC seconds method, and set year method. These are date set methods according to universal time. Now the few more methods we are having. ToDateString method. What it will do is it returns the date portion of the date as a human readable string. Then next, ToGMTString converts a date to a string using the internet GMT conventions. We use ToUTC string instead. Next method is ToLocalDateString method. What it does is it returns the date portion of the date as a string using the current local conventions. Next, ToLocalFormat method. It converts a date to a string using a format string. Next, ToLocalString method. It converts a date to a string using the current local conventions. Next method, ToLocalTimeString method. It returns the time portion of the date as a string using the current local conventions. ToSource method. It returns a string representing the source for an equivalent date object. We can use this value to create a new object. It returns a string based on the equivalent date object. Next, ToString method. Returns a string representing the specified date object. Next method is ToTimeString method. It returns the time portion of the date as a human readable string. Next, ToUTCString method. It converts a date to a string using the universal time conversion. The last method is ValueOf method. It returns the primitive value of a data object. Now whatever these methods we are having with like ToDateString, ToGMT, ToLocalString, ToLocalTime, this we have to write using our date object, that is new. Simply we will just use a variable name which is equal to, like, variable d is equal to date dot, will add, use this particular method in before date. So date dot ToLocalString, date dot ToSource, date dot ToString, like this we can use this particular methods. And program for this method will do one by one. So we have total 47 methods. and each and every methods will do a program, and then we'll show how to deal with that particular get methods and normal get methods with local time, get methods with UTC universal time, and then normal set methods, then set methods with UTC time, then this two methods. Thank you.